Busy day yesterday. Russia lowered the threshold for the use of nuclear weapons, and reportedly Ukraine's military fired US-made ATACMS ballistic missiles into Russia. Vladimir Putin had previously warned that he would view such strikes as NATO's direct involvement in the war in Ukraine. So what do this morning's Russian papers make of Tuesday's events? Moskovsky Komsomolets writes that both sides have reached the point of no return. Will the collective West choose serious strikes on Russia to strengthen Ukraine's position, not in words but in reality? And if it does, will Putin hold back? According to the nuclear doctrine, it's the president who decides whether to use nuclear weapons. These will be the two key questions for the next 60 days. In other words, until Donald Trump moves into the White House. But I don't get the sense from today's Russian press that a World War III is imminent. When Komsomolets asks a retired lieutenant colonel how Russia should react to the ATACMS attack in Bryansk region, he replies, "Of course, starting World War III over strikes on an arms depot in Bryansk region would probably be short-sighted." And when a political scientist is asked whether Ukrainian troops occupying part of Russia's Kursk region could spark a nuclear response from Moscow under the revised doctrine, he replies, "We see that Russia's border has been violated, hostilities are ongoing in Kursk region, but thank God nuclear weapons have not been used. It appears that the invasion of Kursk region is not considered critically important. The old version of the nuclear doctrine stated that we can use nuclear weapons if Russia's existence is under threat. That's been changed now to if there is a critical threat to sovereignty and territorial integrity." Here is retired Lieutenant General Yevgeny Burzhinsky in Argumenty и Fakty, again apparently playing down the Biden administration's decision to allow Kiev to strike Russia with ATACMS missiles. First of all, we're talking about several dozen missiles being supplied. Second, we're good at shooting them down. To cause serious damage, they would need hundreds of these missiles. Yevgeny Burzhinsky pops up again in Kommersant. On the changes to the nuclear doctrine, he concludes the nuclear threshold has been lowered quite a lot. But I don't think that they, Western leaders, will believe that. They won't believe that Russia would really use a nuclear weapon in response to actions which they themselves consider insignificant. The paper goes on to quote Burzhinsky as saying that retaliation in kind for the ATACMS would be more effective, for example by supplying the Yemen Houthis with Russian anti-ship missile systems like Bastion or Bal. This, by the way, is exactly what Alexander Lukashenko, the leader of Belarus, suggested to me could be Russia's response when I interviewed him recently.